too. I have a question about hands at SK first, level 1,
Yes.
level 2. I know, I'm gonna tell them, but
Yeah.
what about getting the thumb and the middle finger in? Do you state that to them? Because I just feel like, not the tight thing, but don't you say something, because then we end up with, some of them are going like this literally, like
It's-
Addie.
I'd rather, well, the thing is, they can take, what they do is, you tell them that here's your thumb, first finger, second finger. That second finger, you can have them practice it from here. And then just take that third finger a little bit toward the thumb.
Okay, so we do
That's
tell them
it.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
And
I got
then
it.
they learn, and then you have them just practice taking the arm out, holding that, and then they let it go to stretch that middle finger. They have to learn to flatten the hands in the allongé.
Okay,
And that's something they don't understand. So
Okay.
it comes from understanding this, taking it out. They're not trying to, they're lifting under here because they have to hold that.
yes,
They're holding that, then they release the wrist, that middle finger goes away, here.
okay.
The top of the hand flattens.
And this would be level 1, or are we?
This would be like
or would
level
we
2.
would we show SK first
Level
this?
1 can learn this, they can learn to hold this, they can learn to stretch their hand out. You can say, make the hand, the middle finger disappear.
Okay,
That's all, they can do it, and it has to be just a short exercise. So
Okay.
that would do, bum, bum, or without the head, just looking straight, going all the way up to second. Of course, that's another science. Then you turn the hand
Yeah.
over, and you make the middle finger.
just turn the hand over, long
And you
hand.
let it go.
Okay,
And the
okay,
thumb stays, it doesn't go here. The hand doesn't constrict. That's why you have to make the middle finger
disappear.
disappear.
Okay, so then for the recitals though, our SK1s are going to be like, does that matter? Do we just don't even care that their hands
No.
are going to be like that?
Well, you shouldn't be having, first of all, this has to be ground out of them from the beginning. You can't tolerate that in class. Only do things where they can hold it. That's why arm and leg exercises have to be separate. You can't expect them to do polka step doing this, because they are all over the place. So if
Okay.
you're gonna have them do the polka at that age, have them just keep their arms here. And you have to constantly work at the hands. Their hands aren't gonna be perfect for a while, but they're things you could avoid. So, you see the teachers having them, if they're gonna step to a position on stage, it's better to have them do something like this. Bum, and then the arms allongé, and then they stop, take the hands down, and then they do a movement. Instead of trying to have them do.
Oh, I get it.
And don't make them
That's
do
what
things
makes
that are
it so
hard.
beautiful. Now I get it. Okay,
And then, for instance, if they learn how to do,
because it's separate.
if they can learn to do the polka or something, hook them up, have them do things with partners, holding hands a lot. If they do hands, it should be straight up and straight down when they move, something they can do. They can do this in first position, and this. And they can back up, put their arms way up and down, but they can't do this. You can't do that, it's too hard.
Okay.
For a lot of things across the floor, would you have their arms in allongé mostly, or
Yes.
what about the hands on the hips?
Oh, yes, that's perfect too,
Okay.
but they have to learn the
They-
exercise to
yeah,
get
I
them
get a
there.
lot of weird, like
No, but-
chicken wings.
No, you have to have them do it as part of class when they first walk in that room. They have to learn how to walk and hold their arms in place. They have-
Okay, so then, again, sorry to, but
No.
if the SK first are going to do this beautiful arm stopping, how do we get to that point where if we're not, are we telling them to do the nice thumb in and all
All we're
that?
doing, what you're telling them about the hands, when they go to the front, the main thing is the hand has to be very, very soft.
So we
If
do
you start
go over
having them
that.
hold them, they never.
Okay,
let
so we're going to go over that with them maybe
Yeah.
as an exercise that
Yeah.
just let your hands
Just
be
let the hand
loose.
go, let them
Bring
stand
that
there.
thumb slightly
Yeah.
towards, let
Yeah.
the middle finger come towards the thumb.
Yep, so you can have them hold it out from the body, take the middle finger slightly, tiny bit, and see my thumb stays. It doesn't go here and this doesn't go there. It's
Okay.
small. It is subtle, but they can learn it. You have to be on them like a bug on sugar.
Okay.
And the whole line stands there. That's the end of that exercise. Don't keep going over it. That's it. The rest of the class,
Okay.
have them here, have them here, have them wherever, but don't make them try to do multiple things. Definitely not.
Okay, thank you, I get
Yeah.
it now.
Now, we're gonna start learning the curtsy, and the SK1s can start the curtsy. They can start from here, like a set curtsy, where they start after they understand how to stand in the first position and when they understand how to stick their foot out, because we're not as picky as when they get older. Then you have them step into second position. It's the beginnings of tendu, but they don't know. Then they have the other foot tendu. Then they close first in ballet 1. And then I would just have them take their arms forward, plie, open the arms, and put them back on the hips. And you don't even have to do that with the head. Then the other side, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, very softly, not here, soft, and in, and in. So they're separate. 1, the legs move separately. Don't even try to do this with them. They screw it up, and this is what we get in level 3. So just have them step, tendu, close, plie, hold it first. Welcome the audience, hands on the hips, and stop. One thing they can do that looks more like a curtsy, too, that you can do is have them stand in third with their arms here. And they take their arms up here and bow their heads. And then you can have them reach out and then bend the elbows and finish. It's a good way to do it.
For
So
level
the
2.
arms are straight.
Yeah, they're just hanging by their sides like character. They're not trying to shape anything, they're just
Do you want to
here.
try that with her so she
Yeah.
can
And you can do that from third.
pick it?
This isn't third, you said?
Yeah, so they're standing tall, their hands are just by their sides, it's more like a character thing. And the hands are gonna come up this way, they turn the palms up, and then cross them with the forearms. They'll take, that could be a practice too, right there, leading up to it, and then have them put them down. Once they understand it, they come up to here, they lift the chin slightly, bow the head, come up, reach out, the palms up, open the arms, turn the palms down, heads up. And it's a beautiful little character thing.
For level 2, last year, you had to do with this Tommy thing, and then curtsy close. Do you still want me to do that more common with them?
Not until they understand how to do coup de pied. That should be a separate, make that the exercise at the end of class. So they stand, they should know how to do it at the bar. It has to come from the bar first.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep,
exercise.
so they have to be able to come up and support that standing leg, but they all do this. You can't, unless they can hold that heel down.
I say side of the big toes, they don't.
But when they find a big toe, then they still do this.
Oh.
So until they can really feel that, don't even bother.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we just keep it.
So would you, the one that was in third that we just did,
Mhm.
that's what you would do with like your level 1 and then the tendu second, tendu first?
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be like a level 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can also do arm exercises at the end where they step forward. You know, they're in free first and they step forward up in first. Turn out. Turn out. Turn out. Get them used to moving with turnout. Just that one little exercise can be before their curtsy. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And they reach up, it's like up, back and flat, up on your toes, turn out, back. That's, yeah. This is such a hard position. That's hard for some of the older girls, so. But that's something also, they can't move on, the step can be just as short every time. But if you have even one girl who's coming up this way, then it has to be corrected. It can't be there. They all have to be able to hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has to show up. They have to use it once they're, they have to turn out. Don't do anything that they can't turn out in. If they can't do it, then you have to go back to square one, correct them right then and there.
So after we teach them all the things about going around,
Yeah.
what exercise should we start at the bar?
At the bar,
Or what should we do?
once they
After they learn all about the directions around the
Yes. Once they
Love
learn where the bar is, and they know, for each girl has to know the proper distance, so they can't be standing here because there's no room, so they have to understand where it is. Then the first thing you teach them is the light hands on the bar, and then from there, you just start them with a demi-plies in 6, like we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, press up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come down, 2, 3, 4, lift, arms down. That'd be for the little bitty ones. And then you would, once they understand that, and they can keep their legs tight, turn out to first, and teach them the diamond between the legs, the demi-plie. You can do that at the bar, even the little ones, but don't be at the bar long for those little ones. They just, and I like what Mary has said. At that age, like the little ones, the ballet ones, in 6th position, if they're super knock-kneed, obviously, they have to have their feet slightly apart. I don't think we have anyone that bad, though. Hyperextension is a different world, but they put their hands here, and they would just stick their foot out. They should, by that time, have done the stretching of the leg exercise. They stick the foot out, boop, but you make sure they're spiraling either way. And then put it in. Just stick it out and put it in. Once they know how to do that, then you just turn them out. And you can do that at the bar. They just stick their foot out. And then you go down the bar, make sure they're tight, make sure they're not tweedling, and they put it back first. You can always add a demi-plie to that, and then you can add little head exercises to that. Infinite varieties there. So yeah, basically I'd start with real simple plies, tendus. A huge thing they need to start almost off the bat is how to stand in 3rd position and do this. You have to learn how to do that. Not that. Just picking up the heel, make it a character exercise. Yep. Over the head or something. And then they can learn, without sickling.
For ballet 2, for plies, can I do 2nd and 3rd?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, when do you do front? When do you start on front plies?
You start on round plie once they understand the schematics of 1st and 2nd and 3rd. Once they understand that, you do round plie as a separate exercise.
Okay.
And so, because they have no attention span, have them do just demi-plie in 1st, for instance, and then when you start showing the ground, you show them how to come down from the 1st. They can stop for now here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have them try to push their heels in the floor even though they're coming up. And show them how to go down, opening the knees. And they have to understand, that's where they have to understand this position before they do round plie, because then if they don't, they'll just be rocking all over the place. So once they understand this, then they're better equipped to hold this when they go down. Open, 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 open. Down, 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 slow, 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 and they'll go, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And then in 2nd, same thing, make sure they don't deviate, make sure they know how to find their 2nd, we've talked about that. Once they find the 2nd and they go down, they're not allowed to, obviously never tuck. But most of them aren't going to tuck. Most of them are going to immediately drop here and put pain in their hips and knee joints. So you've got to keep them straight. Straight down and straight up, and that's, to me, is harder
Oh, yeah.
in 1st or 3rd. So Anyway, just make the exercise short, do like 2 with counts of 4 down and 4 up,
Okay.
and then switch the position, yeah.
I have 2 ballet tube classes.
Okay.
One group, the fourth and fifth graders come twice a week, and then the third graders on Tuesday come once a week. So on Mondays, the girls that come twice a week, I make that class harder.